Alright, what's up, guys? So today, man, this is my second take, and I feel just as bad making this video. Because today, as you can see in the title, we're saying goodbye to something that, honestly, I didn't think I'd ever have to say goodbye to. I thought I'd be keeping this pistol, like, no matter what I bought, like, this would be the pistol that I keep. Ended up not being the case. And it ended up being the opposite. Like, it's one of my first pistols to go, besides the Glock 45 and the Girsan. And this is surprising because this is not either of those pistols. It's not a mediocre pistol, and it's not an unreliable pistol. It is a fantastic pistol, and it got me into this new world of guns. And here I am now, talking about selling it, and it has to go. So we're gonna talk about it. Thinking about it now, you guys saw like the shorts of me shooting with my ex. She shot it. She loved it. My sister shot it. She loved it. My mom shot it. She said it was all right. It hurt her hand too much, just because of the grip safety. My friends have shot it, and it got them into this world of this new age of guns. And all in all, now I have to part ways with the gun that made all these other guns, come into my collection. Like, I have 10 guns. I have 10 guns, and now it's about to be 9 because this one's about to go. So I ordered it on a whim. I ordered it, and for like 2 weeks, I waited for it, came in, and I was ecstatic. And when it came in, I first saw it, I was so happy. And now it's got to go. Not that I want it to, but it's got to. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there's one gun that I said I wouldn't sell. One gun that I said I'd keep. And now it's going bye-bye. Now, fortunately enough, and we'll talk about this for a minute. Fortunately enough, it's going to a friend of mine that I'm actually pretty close to. He and I go shooting almost every week. If not every week, then bi-weekly. And he typically brings his 211, which I actually shot. Fantastic gun, by the way. Shoots completely flat. I've never shot a Compt 2011 before. Shooting that thing, wow. Okay. I know SIG's got their reputation. Would I get one? No, not really. I'm not interested in the 211 like that, but shooting one is an absolute dreamboat, and that's kind of what caused this thing to phase out. You see, I shot that 211, and it ultimately opened my eyes up to a different category of gun, right? I shot that, and I was like, dude, there is nothing in this world that I'd want to shoot more than shooting that gun again. And so I ended up ordering a gun. A gun that is going to overshadow this one by a mile. You know, in terms of performance, in terms of like the trigger feel, in terms of everything. But the sentimental value of this one is a lot greater than what it's actually worth for me. Like, this gun, probably you can sell it for like $1,200 right now. You know, 3,000 rounds to it. It has a new guide, like a toolless guide rod. Comes with a new spring. It comes with, the way I'm selling it, 5 magazines and a tier 1 concealed holster that houses a Surefire X300. The Surefire is not going with the gun. That I'm actually putting on my HK45 until my new gun comes in. All of that for $1,100, which sounds like a lot. It is. It's a lot. Not that. This, what I'm giving away is a lot. You know, for only $1,100. It's worth it though. It's worth it. But again, the sentimental value of shooting this thing, from the first 10 shots that I ever shot out of this thing, you could see it. I think it was in a short, either a short or a video, one of the two. Go back like a year and a half ago when I first got this thing, and you'll see my expression. My sister was recording, and you'll see me turn around after shooting the first 10 shots out of this thing. And I was like, it's awesome. It shoots so smooth. This, that, and the other. Like, this thing shoots like no other. And I'm over here shooting it, bang, bang. And ultimately, I can't get rid of that feeling of pure joy of me shooting my first time, a 2011 that is as great as this. I had so much joy. I had so many memories with this gun. So many memories. Like, I remember getting yelled at for buying it by my ex, and then I got yelled at by family members. Yeah, I remember like telling the guys, like, hey, I just bought a $1,500 pistol. Everybody's like, what? You bought a $1,500 pistol? Like, why is it worth so much? And I was like, dude, you just have to shoot it to understand it. And then they shoot it and they're like, I see why it's $1,500. Like, this thing is awesome. My dad shoots it. He's like, I don't know if it's worth $1,500. He's like, this thing is actually pretty good. But knowing him, he's not too intuitive about shooting guns. Like, he doesn't get the difference between, okay, this is a high quality gun and then this is a mediocre gun. This is why this costs this much. This is why this costs this much. He just sees price tag, gun. I don't like it. I don't like the price tag. Therefore, I don't like the gun. And then he doesn't, he still, like, it's just like trying to justify the price and everything like that, you know. But for me, I knew, like, from the get-go, as soon as I shot it, this thing was well worth every penny that I spent on it. And I feel like I'm losing more than just the gun and $200 or $300, you know. I feel like I'm losing, like, the last year of ownership, right? last year in like 2-3 months. And this gun has been nothing short of a miracle. Because I bought it going out on a whim, thinking, okay, I really don't want to regret my purchase, and I didn't regret any of it. I didn't. I mean, just think about that. A year of fond memories. And if I could go back and do it all over again, I absolutely would. And now I got to see this thing go. I wish you guys could understand the pure like sadness that I actually do. I really do feel for this thing. This thing going. I really do wish you could see that. Like, understand it. Feel it, Buy a 2011. Like, if you've never shot, or if you have a very small budget, right? $1,500 is max that you can go. Right? Get yourself that 2011. Get this one, or whatever one that you have been wanting, except for the Prodigy. Don't get the Prodigy. And just go for it, right? Shoot it. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Keep it for X amount of time. Shoot nothing but that gun for however long. And then go ahead and try to sell it. I'm telling you, this was the gateway to the 2011 world. And granted, it is being replaced by a new one. Not now, but in a couple of months. But this was the gateway. This was my first. This was a form of love that I never knew that I could have. A form of love I never knew that existed. And now it's got to go. Now it's got to go. So that's astounding. How much something that feels insignificant, that looks insignificant. It doesn't necessarily look insignificant in that aspect, but it's just like, it's only $1,500 in a 2011 world. Like, you could spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $8,000 on a more expensive gun, and this was your entry. Knowing that this was your entry into that kind of world, it has a sense of value in ownership, right? And now you feel like you're losing that. I'm really sad to see this thing go. I'm happy to see it go to a new owner that I know personally and I've worked with for a while, and we go shooting consistently and everything like that. So I get to have a chance to shoot it again. It's just I don't have it in my possession anymore. So yeah. Yeah. I wish I had all the clips of like me shooting it and, friends and family shooting it and everything like that. I don't, unfortunately. I should have kept it. And now I know to keep them. But all in all, you guys know. You guys know I've talked about it multiple times, time and time again, video after video, month after month, as the Romulus was always being brought up. Yeah. So, let's go into a new home. I'm excited, but at the same time, very sad. So, but all in all, it deserves a new home. So, that's the end of this journey. I just want to say, like, when we close out this video, like, thanks to Alpha Foxtrot for making this possible. Like, this was heartbreaking for me to let go of what seems like an entry level pistol, but it had more value than what you're actually selling, for me at least. So I want to thank Alpha Foxtrot for that, because that it just means the world to me. I've never had such a fantastic experience. You know, granted, I've shot things, I've had girlfriends, I've driven my car, you know, in autocross racing and stuff like that, which actually that can compete with the Alpha Foxtrot Romulus. But what I'm saying is, one of the top memories that I've ever had was like first buying it. I remember that weekend like it was yesterday. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I remember. I was in go ahead and reminisce a little bit. I was at a hotel with my ex. I had just came back from court because I had to go talk to the people at the courthouse about getting a ticket knocked down to a non-moving. So I ended up doing that, and I left. And I get back, you know, talk to my ex. We get breakfast, and then we come back to the hotel, and we watched a movie, did some things, intimate things, and then after that, I looked at the pistol while she was showering, and I was like, yeah, I want it. And when she got out the shower, I told her, listen, I made a bad financial decision that I don't regret. And she said, what was it? I said, I bought the pistol. She's like, what? Yeah, I bought the pistol. How much was it? $1,500. And she railed on me. She's reaming me because, like, I just did this, even though, like, at the time it wasn't financially responsible, you know. And I didn't regret it. I did not regret it. If I could go back, do every bit of it again, from morning I'll wake up to go get this ticket situated, all the way to ordering, to shooting the first 10 shots, to shooting 2,000 rounds, like everything, all over again up to this point of me making this video, I wouldn't even call it purgatory. I would call it an amazing memory to relive over and over again. Now, granted, there's a lot of things that happened within the last year and like 3 months, 4 months. You know, me breaking up with the said girl. You know, and going into a bit of a depression phase for a while and everything like that. But the one thing that I knew that stuck around for a while, kept me happy, was this thing and my car. And, you know, I was motivated to do things, and, you know, and now it's over. Now it is over. So yeah. Again, thank you, Alpha Foxtrot, for making such a fantastic pistol, for giving me such a fantastic memory. And I know I'm not going to be able to get this pistol back, but I will one day get another Romulus back. I will get one back. And when I do, it'll be as if nothing had happened and I had kept it. Same modifications. Really, the only modification that I ever made to this thing was the toolless guide rod. After that, I just replaced the recoil spring because it was getting light, like way too light, and the recoil impulse was getting bad. You know, and just, yeah. Have a great day, guys. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the next video.